locked in the closet. No, ITC.
That's right. We're trying to get that rebranded, right?
Yes. Welcome to the ITC podcast.
What are we drinking tonight over there?
Oh, shoot. Hold on, I'll tell you. It's a bourbon.
I can tell it's a bourbon with a teeny tiny little bit of ice.
Well, I when I tried the first one, I didn't have any ice, but then I thought this is kind of hot.
Ooh.
So I added.
There's a little spice in it?
I had one. Yes. So I had one that was a little.
Yeah. I can't drink bourbon neat. It's really hard for me to do that. I need a little ice in it. I need a little ice in my bourbon, as I do in my wine as well. So I'm on the Chardonnay tonight. What are we drinking?
Wilderness Trail. It's a Kentucky straight bourbon.
Ooh. I mean, where'd you get that? Let me see the bottle. I don't even remember seeing that in our bourbon cabinet.
Got that from the Appalachian Barrel Society.
Recently?
Yes.
Oh. Let me smell it.
So
let me just really smell it.
It's probably calmed down now. It was really hot.
Ooh.
It was good, though. Very good.
Oh, wow. What proof is that?
It's even more hot of a smell than it is the taste.
I'm going to taste it. You only live once. I'm going to taste this.
You only live once.
Ooh.
It looks like it's...
I like that. Ooh, that is spicy.
114.
Oh, well, great. I'm glad that's a teeny tiny little glass you have there.
It's the old, Glencairn glass.
What is that?
It's the best glass you can taste bourbon out of. It's
so tiny.
The notes.
I get that.
You can smell it. You can whiff it. You can waft it.
But it's so tiny. That's probably enough.
It is.
I like it. I'm on the Chardonnay tonight. I went to Target to get my wine tonight. And mind you, I spent all day with the kiddos. We had a great day. We celebrated Brooke's birthday today. So I picked her up. We went to breakfast. We had Carter. We went to get my nails done. And then we went shopping, which, I cannot stand.
Not a shopper.
To go shopping. We had some really good elephant Thai food, but we went shopping. Where am I going with this? Oh, so we went to Target. Okay. So it's me and Maddie and Nate and Brooke and Carter. And Carter has been good all day, and she decides she's going to have a full-on meltdown in Target.
Nice.
Screaming to the top of her lungs. You've heard it.
Oh, yeah.
So Brooke said, I'm taking her out. And I said, probably a good idea. But the whole idea was we were shopping there for Brooke's birthday. So I kind of felt bad. So I texted her. I said, I'll come out there and sit with her. You go in and shop. Let me get what I need first. I only need a wine. Okay, a bottle of wine. So I was so flustered with everything that had happened in the day. I picked up Moscato. You
did. You picked up Moscato when you came home and set the bottle on the counter. And I go, Moscato? Is there something up?
It's not even the same.
When did you start liking Moscato?
It's not even the same, color. Right.
Right. I'm got Chardonnay.
Chardonnay's like a deeper yellow.
We've gotten it at the Target.
If I would
for a decade.
I know. I don't know what I was doing. And if I picked up a Pinot Grigio or a Sauvignon Blanc, I would have been fine.
Right. Is Moscato, I think Moscato, sweet?
I feel like it is. If I run out of my Chardonnay I had left, I might have to open it and try it. But I think that it is. Thank goodness I buy bottom shelf wine and I didn't spend a lot of money on it. Or else I would try to return it.
Well, you could have exchanged it.
I mean, it is what it is. It was not worth the trip to Target. It was like $10. Okay. Right. For that big bottle.
Yeah. It's a great value. But I was
like, are you kidding me? I did not do that. My brain doesn't work properly anymore. I find myself trying to say words and I can't remember what those words are because of this menopause stuff.
The menopause. Do they give out handicap tags for menopause?
Would that
stage?
Not be great?
It's that would be turn this back in 5 years.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know what that card would get me.
No, I mean for your car. That's the only thing I want it for.
Yeah,
you get a handicap
menopause
spot.
Doesn't cause you not to be able to walk. I say that, but
you can't talk 2 minutes ago. You said, and you can't get wine.
When I wake up in the mornings, my feet do hurt. Maybe I could get a handicap sticker. I think they should just have now they have stork parking.
They've had stork parking forever. They had stork parking when you were pregnant.
Just said that. I said, do you know how they have stork parking?
Oh, I thought you said now they have stork parking.
No, I said,
how. You really have lost your mind.
No, I just lost my readers in the floor. How am I going to read my notes?
My goodness.
Well, hell. I got them with my feet, I think. But what I'm saying is, you know how they have the stork
I
parking?
do.
They should have menopause parking.
There's not going to be any room for normal people. We're gonna have pregnant people, handicapped people.
That's true.
Menopause people.
All right, that's a bad idea. But I'm just saying, I don't know. But anyway, my whole point is I picked up Moscato. What it was I thinking? I wasn't clearly thinking.
Nope.
Anyway, what I want to talk about is, okay, so I was scrolling on the TikTok the other day.
Shocker.
Right. I love the TikTok.
Yeah.
Love it. It's so entertaining. It's a time suck, but nonetheless.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine? And I'm not just talking about TikTok. It's Facebook. It's all social media platforms. What?
Oh, you can get hooked on reels.
Oh, yeah.
On the Facebook reels, the Instagram reels.
Oh, yeah. But just think of the things that we never could have done without like social media. It would have been so much harder.
Oh, it'd be great though.
There is a plethora of things that if it wasn't for social media, that could have never happened. For instance, I was scrolling on TikTok, like I said, the other day, and this lady was on a cruise. Did I show you the video?
You did not. You told me about it, but you did not show me.
I wish I would have
video.
showed it to you before this. But anyway, there was a lady on a cruise, okay, and she's making a TikTok, and she says, "I'm on a cruise right now, and if your name, I'm going to make these names up because I can't remember what the names are, but if you're Pam and Jim, see what I did there? Okay, if you're Pam and Jim and you're on this cruise, you're going to bed too early because your significant others are having a really good time without you." So she's calling out these people for cheating. So apparently Pam and Jim are on this cruise.
Right.
And they're married to two other people. And Pam and Jim go to bed early. And so their significant others are sneaking up, having drinks, and making out on the pool deck. And this lady's witnessing it, and she doesn't like it. So she's calling them out. If we didn't have social media, what are you going to do? Go try to get on the intercom of the ship and say, if you're Pam and Jim, can you please come to the customer service desk?
I mean, you just stay out of people's business.
Well, you do.
Because
I would
guess
never
what?
have done that.
Pam and Jim may have been swapping with their spouses, and it's their business, right? So they may be in the room together while the other two are up there.
That.
So there could be a whole weird situation that most people don't think about, but it kind of goes under the whole like, you know what? People just stay in your freaking lane.
Oh, I agree 100%.
Let karma, God, whoever sort it out.
Agree.
Right? Because it will be sorted if it's something that shouldn't be.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's going to be sorted.
But what I'm saying.
And if not, God help you.
Yes.
Let it just go.
But what I'm saying is if TikTok is such a big platform.
It's pretty big.
You know, I don't know how many people I don't know how many followers this lady had. But my point is, it's just another step closer to getting caught because you've got some lady who doesn't even know you. It's not even her business.
Right.
Calling these people out. Now, what comes of it, I don't know. I did like the video, so I need to go back and see if Pam and Jim realized that their significant others were doing this because of this video. And you know what would be, maybe it's all, maybe it's all a play. Like, let's get some views here.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Let's make this up, and then you guys get caught. We'll just play this up.
You know, there are petty people out there that just
want
to mess with people.
Also, there's so many things we wouldn't know about that without social media, like scams. Like, how many times do you scroll on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook and be like, watch out for this scam? Well, we wouldn't. How are we going to know about these scams unless you buy a commercial ad before social media? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, and there's a lot of scams that wouldn't be happening if it wasn't for social media, right?
Exactly.
So, I mean, you've got a lot of scamming out there.
Right. And we've talked about pros and cons of social media before, but it got me that the lady on the cruise got me thinking, wow, she could have never done that without any type. Here he goes with the yawns again.
Oh, sorry.
What? It's because there's no air circulating here. I am burning up on fire.
We need
there
a little
is lava
fan.
in my
one
veins.
fan that could hook right there.
What one fan?
It's in the closet in there. It hooks to the side of a desk or something.
You mean you're hiding fans from me at this time of my life?
No, I mean,
I thought you were on my side.
What
do you mean I wouldn't want a fan?
I just saw it today when I was looking for my vice grips.
He just saw it today. Now you're backpedaling.
I did. I was in there looking for vice grips. I don't know where I put them.
Oh, don't even get me started on all that.
And no, we're not going to get started. And I saw a fan in there, and I'm like, Angie would probably like that fan. And we'll go back and get it.
Did you pull it out of the closet?
It's that closet.
It's heavy.
No, it's just getting to it.
Oh, is it the closet in our bedroom that I've been saying for 2 years that I want to clean out?
The big closet, we got the little closet
with the pictures and stuff in it and like the wrapping paper.
Yeah. Mattress.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
wait.
Okay.
Because this, and maybe I'm interrupting, but we're talking about social media, and this is irritating to me.
Okay, go for it.
Because Instagram, Facebook, like Reels or whatever, like I'll send, like, me and Meg will send stuff back and forth, right?
Okay, yeah.
That only we can send each other because everybody else will judge.
Good, wholesome things.
Good, wholesome things.
Right.
Inspirational, devotionals, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Other people would judge us. God is, probably, but that's okay because he's the judge. But anyway, the other day, I sent her a few things, and she goes, freaking Instagram and Facebook didn't let me see an Instagram because I would send it from my Instagram to Facebook because she doesn't have an Instagram.
Oh, wow.
And they've cut it off to force you to open an Instagram account.
Why don't you just text it to her?
Because I don't think she can open it. That's what she's saying. I can't open it.
But you said you sent it from Instagram to Facebook.
To Facebook Messenger.
Okay, but why don't you send it from Instagram to her actual text?
I could try that, but she said she's not able to open it anymore.
Because you sent it to... No, it's not. I send you stuff from Instagram.
But I have an Instagram account.
Oh.
They're trying to make her open an Instagram account.
Oh,
she doesn't want an
saying.
Instagram. She's like, I don't want any more social media. I have Facebook and Snap or whatever, and that's all I want.
Yeah, I got rid of Snap. I like Instagram better, but so I see what you're saying.
She's like,
well, I mean,
they won't let me open, but it's the same company. Why would they not just let you?
Because I guess they profit more if you have two accounts. I don't know how it works. You're asking me. What do I know?
Anyway.
That's interesting, though.
Yeah, just kind of cut us off. So it's...
Yeah. Well, in addition to scams on social media that we've found out about, and there's a lot of them, like, things put on your windshield, people think in the bathroom, and there's also hacks that I've learned.
Pictures of Asian women saying, "Hey, how are you tonight?"
Oh, Jeff got a picture of an Asian woman. What was it? Was she Asian? Did you save it? If it's still on your phone, I'm going to feel a certain type of way.
I got another one tonight that says, "How are you?"
Let me see.
But it's not a picture. It's just, "How are you?"
What area code is that?
That's a 423.
424. 424. Where is that from?
I had to have kept that.
Why would you?
I don't delete. I need to delete stuff. I have so much stuff on here.
Well, yeah, these random people sending. I've gotten them before
and
too.
I'm so sad that I mean, is that what it is? Is that I'm so sad and lonely that I go, oh my gosh, maybe this is a real person.
You're sad and lonely.
Are you listening to me?
Probably not.
I said, do they think I'm so sad and lonely?
Right.
That I'm going to go, maybe this is a real person.
That maybe they do. And maybe there are people out there
who's found my special number and found me and targeted me because I don't know. No, they want my money.
Yeah.
That's why you mess with them a little bit.
No, I'm not going to mess with them.
And then you give them fake routing numbers and account numbers.
I got one weeks ago, same thing. And it was like, just got done working out. And I was like, okay, that's awesome. What do you want me to do with this? I don't give a shit.
Done working out.
I mean, I don't know what these people are doing.
I guess I did delete it, and I probably they'll be back though. They always come back.
You hope.
They always come back to me.
Well, anyway, also I've learned from social media some great hacks as well.
That's cool.
I go down a rabbit hole.
Oh, I love the hacks.
I know.
I follow them all.
Do you ever try them?
No, but I got a ton saved.
Why aren't we trying them?
For fixing stuff around the house.
Yeah, why don't we try them and record it for it?
We did try.
Okay, I tried the grape
one with
thing.
The grape thing. It worked.
The first time it worked great, but then when I tried it at Carter's birthday party, it wasn't working so great.
You're under pressure.
I was under pressure. But they say if you take the grapes and you want to get them off the vine really quick, that you put them inside of a baggie and hold it like the main stem and like seal up the baggie as much as you can and just shake, and they all fall off. And they did the first time I tried it. Again, the other day it didn't work as good, but I was under some pressure because I said, watch what I learned on TikTok. And everybody was watching and I was like, oh my gosh. And I do not do good under pressure.
Yeah.
At all.
Really screwed it up.
I really screwed that up. But I've learned a lot of hacks that I have tried. You need to try some of them.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm just saying, without social media, you'd have to like research it, right? You'd have to Google it. And even before Google, you'd have to go to an encyclopedia or like ask around church or something. Like, how do you get grapes off a stem? You know what I mean?
True. Yes. I think that we're very fortunate to live in the day we live in, and unfortunate to live in the day we live in. It's pretty good, though.
No. So there's just some positive.
Good.
Those are some positive things, but some negative things. I feel like we wouldn't have as many like pronouns to deal with, or
well, that's the problem. Is the woke crowd
woke? That's the word more than pronouns.
They can gang up because they can find each other all over the world and then unite on social media. Somehow that has an influence, which is insane. Because if it was just you and a crowd of people, or you were in a group of people and somebody said something super stupid woke, everybody'd look at him and go, shut up.
Right.
You're an idiot.
Exactly.
We're not going to come around you anymore.
And it's okay to be a little woke. Okay. Like let's be politically correct. Let's respect people.
Yeah.
But it gets out of control. Like it's
it snowballs.
It's out of control. And I think social media is to play in a lot of that, because we wouldn't have the ability to even talk about it in a big group of people. Right. So you're, in essence, you just have a big audience.
Well, and then you get rewarded for that. So then you start virtue signaling. So you look good because you get a crowd and that gets you pumped. So you get support for your dumb thoughts.
Okay, well,
some of them are really dumb.
No,
like some of the stuff's just really dumb.
And
it's irritating. And I'm not saying the actual thing is irritating. I'm saying the enforcement of it is irritating.
Yes.
Like pronouns. If I mess something up and I get in trouble, I'm going on common sense.
Right.
Like I'm going on natural thought process.
And how would we know about pronouns? If you think about it, think back to when we were in like middle school.
They don't make sense.
Okay, but I'm just saying, think back to when we were in middle school, before social media, before really, the internet, all that stuff. How would we even know where to begin with thinking about pronouns? Like back when we were in middle school, you were gay or you were straight. That's basically it.
True.
Now, there were some kids walking around that was like, I know she's a girl, but she's dresses like a boy or whatever. And that's fine. That's cool. I have no problem with it. But I'm just saying we wouldn't have known like about pronouns if it weren't for this evolution of social media, in my opinion.
Well, and a lot of it has to do with our culture and our country and in the amazing world we live in. The wealth. Even the poor are wealthy from other countries. They're not worrying about that stuff in countries where they're poor. They're trying to just survive.
Right.
Here, we're looking for things to fight about.
But we wouldn't have the ability to fight about them to the
level
that we do now without social media. There is no way. No. And I'm talking about, I just feel like, and it's and the race thing as well. I think, I don't know if I talked about this the other night on the podcast or if it was just to you individual.
To me.
Okay. Well, these people, saying, there was a lady, a black lady on there saying, hey, white people, when you're in the store in the aisle, move over. Get out of my way, kind of thing. Now, there is a lot of black men and women that come on there and defend that, not defend her, but that, what's the opposite of that?
Oppose
her, saying, who are you? Like, what are you talking about? Just say, excuse me.
Yeah, we're all humans.
But
just,
yes.
Everybody be courteous to everybody.
But those type of videos, and there's others, are dividing us more.
Well, that's what it is, the comments. It's to get everybody fighting.
Right. And maybe these people are doing that for that. But we wouldn't have that ability if we didn't have social media.
Well, the best thing you can do on social media, too, is if you want clicks, you need negative.
You need negative and you need bold.
Bold, negative, and controversial.
Controversial.
You need to try to divide people so there's a fight in the comments,
right.
And it drives up the viewership.
And I think social media divides us.
That's why the news is what it is. It's just a horrible... I'm amazed that people watch news.
Yeah, me too. I can't
but
understand that.
That's not a knock on anybody that watches. It's just I get so depressed watching it.
Yeah. Why am I going to want to
watch it?
No, I agree. But I really do think social media divides us. And I'm not talking about just race. It divides men and women. It divides parents and children. It divides just so many things. You know, there's so many things that you can touch on and just really hit a nerve with somebody and make you feel a certain type of way about a different person that's not like you. Does that make sense? Like, you know, you'll see all these men posting things about women or women posting things about men or
the gender thing.
It's just crazy to me.
The thing is I think I like social media. I think it's distracting. I think it's counterproductive a lot of the time. You have to be disciplined nowadays.
Yes.
I think we see that. I think it's just ingrained in the younger generation. But that's what I said to somebody just not long ago that was complaining about, I don't want to be on Facebook or anything because of all the political. I was like, well, guess what? When you see a post you don't like, I'm really good at this. I go to those 3 dots, never want to see it again. And they take it off.
I don't take the time to do that. I need to because there's certain things that I really don't want to see anymore.
It's never going to come up on my feed again. Only good things that I want to see.
Yeah. Can you do that on Facebook?
Heck yeah, you can do that on Facebook. You can do it on Instagram too.
I know you can do it on TikTok. I've done that before because when there's trends on TikTok that annoy the crapola out of me.
Can't stand it.
I've
done that too.
Do that. Like, I don't want to see this again. I don't want to see this again. And I'm starting to do that with things on. Okay, so here's another issue.
Ooh.
Social media can really, if you're scrolling on it, can really affect your mood.
Absolutely.
I don't want to see
in a good and bad
I'm not
way.
trying to be disrespectful here. I'm really not, because thank God I've never had to deal with this, but I don't really want to hear about like how sick your child is or that they've passed away or that your mom just died.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I respect you and I know maybe it's like a way of you grieving. I know it's a way of you grieving, and maybe putting it out there is a way of you grieving, but I need to start clicking on, I don't want to see this kind of stuff again, because it really affects me, because
you're very emotional.
I am very emotional. I'm not an empath necessarily, but I'm definitely emotional. And I'm like, you just told me how your baby died.
Nope.
And you're showing me burying, not like, you know what I mean, but the grave.
Never making it 6 seconds into those videos.
But I get sucked in because I'll get sucked into the beginning of it. Like, my baby's sick and I'm wanting a good outcome, right? So I'm following the story. And at the end, the baby dies or the child dies or the mom or the husband or the whatever. You know, it'll start out with, my boyfriend was in this horrible car accident, and you'll see these pictures. I'm like, okay, this is going to be heavy, right? It's going to be like, oh, he made it. No, he didn't. I don't want to see that. No disrespect to that person, and I'm not trying to not sympathize.
No, you're not saying don't post it. You're just saying I don't want it on my algorithm.
I've got to be sure that instead of just scrolling quickly, now that I click on it, because I do know what you're talking about. Like, I don't want to see anything, this kind of content anymore. You know,
no dead stuff.
I don't want to see pain and suffering and sadness. When I spend my time on social media, I don't want politics. I don't want people barking at each other or accusing you of this or calling people out on this. I just want to laugh.
Absolutely.
Or getting,
I want to laugh or be inspired.
Or be inspired. Or like being like,
I love the inspired.
I do love that. And I like the psychology stuff. Oh, and I love
the psychology stuff.
I love the paranormal stuff.
Not really big into paranormal stuff.
And a lot of it I laugh at because I'm like, this is so
some
fake.
of it's probably out of control fake.
But there's some of it I'm like,
some
oh
that's
my
probably
gosh.
pretty convincing.
Yes, 100%. But I mean,
you like my skeptic talk, convincing.
Yes. Well, you know how I am. But what did we do, like when we're in the bathroom or in the waiting room of a doctor's office before social media? Like, did we read a magazine?
We read magazines. We played, like, our brains worked. We used them a lot.
In the doctor's office for your turn. No phone, no social media.
I'm looking at the charts on the wall.
The charts on the wall?
Like looking at the body and looking at...
In the waiting room?
Like, I thought you meant while I was waiting.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's too.
In the doctor.
Okay, I gotcha.
Where you're sitting there forever. The waiting room...
Sometimes they had TVs.
I don't remember.
And magazines.
It was magazines.
Yeah.
Magazines were so cool. I love magazines. That's what I did when I went to the store with my mom. I'd be like, I'm going to the magazines, right?
Yeah.
Just sit there and you would just look at magazines.
Yes, because my mom wouldn't buy them for me.
Right. No.
Sometimes she would. If there was like one of the guys on 90210 was like the centerfold or something.
Right.
Be like, Mom,
I have this from a wall.
I gotta put this on my wall. It's Luke. You know what I mean? Whatever. But Yeah, you're right. It was, I really did enjoy the magazine section of the stores.
I love the magazine.
Like while my mom
Is there still a magazine section?
I don't know. Is there?
It kind of makes me sad to think there might not be a magazine
Well,
section.
that makes me sad. Just like there's not a video stores anymore.
Oh, video stores are the greatest.
I mean, I worked in one. It was one of my favorite like easy jobs. You know, when easy like when you're in high school or college, those kind of jobs. Loved it. We put in freaking movie. I'd watch it with my friends at work. We'd rent movies. We'd charge rewind fees, and we would move on. It was so great. We just watched movies all day.
I love the feel. Even when we first moved to Atlanta, and that was like 2005, 2004, 5. And I remember that Blockbuster over there. Remember that? And I'd go get them.
Yes.
And then they totally screwed it up because they were like, haha, they're dumb. Well, you could just send yours back to us. You come in, get them, send them back. And then
yes,
Netflix was like,
yeah,
we're going to put boxes everywhere.
Yeah. Was it Netflix? Red boxes. Yeah.
And then Netflix started to send it to you and you send it back.
Yeah.
Stuff. It was kind of cool.
I loved the movie stores.
Movie stores are great. Movie stores, magazine sections.
What did you do like while you were waiting for a train to pass by in your car?
You sat there and you talked or you listened to music.
Right.
Yeah.
Or when you go to the bathroom, you actually just went to the bathroom by yourself. You take your phone to the bathroom more than anybody I know.
I can't, literally my body's trained now. I cannot release fluids or solids.
Oh my gosh. Did we have to?
I got to be reading something.
See, I don't have to do that.
The news.
At all.
I need to be looking at fancy football research. Something has to be happening.
I'm not saying that
2 Fridays, 2 Thursdays, will be
okay.
Fancy football time.
I am not saying I don't ever take my phone to the bathroom because I do, but I don't have to have it. I've seen you come back to the table in a restaurant to get your phone.
I've done it.
I know, because you cannot go without your phone.
I'll just stand back there and I'll be like, I know, buddy, we don't have the phone.
It's your security blanket, but it's everywhere. Your phone is always on you.
It is.
So if you don't answer my text.
So many girlfriends.
If you don't answer my text, I'm like, I know he has his damn
Well, sometimes
phone.
I like to, you know what? That's just part of my game, baby.
You don't have to play game with me anymore. I think we've been together.
Still, I got to play the game.
We've been together.
Like, I want to respond. I want to, but I'm just going to let her wait a little while.
Hello. We've been together since we were 15. I think game plays over.
I got to keep bringing that game.
You don't need to keep bringing the game. That's not going to do it.
Well, I know it
Please don't say that again. Listen, there's no gameplay to be had with us. I feel like we kind of know what we're doing at this point. So when you don't answer my text, if you're not on the golf course, like if you're on the golf course, I know.
No,
okay.
Golf course, my
I
phone,
get it.
my phone goes into the thing and I don't even look. I'll go, oh, I need to check.
I very rarely text you on the golf course, but like if I'm like getting ready to buy something because we have so many different cards that you switch between, I have to know what card to pay with. That's basically the only time I text you on the golf course.
True.
I mean, I really don't.
True.
But any other time, or if I know you're driving, like out of town, like tomorrow you're going to go out of town. So I know you're driving. So therefore I probably won't text you.
That's another thing that's weird is that I get anxious because I get AA a lot and I lose signal and it makes me a little anxious.
Why?
That I don't have a signal.
Like
isn't that weird that today,
well, yeah,
what do we used to do? You left and you didn't look at your phone. You'd be like, I'll call you from a hotel eventually.
You didn't have a phone to look at.
Right. But now you're like, what if somebody needs me? Well,
I mean, I guess we'll call wherever you're going.
Through.
Well, yeah, because we didn't have phones. So like,
right. But you think about that. You know what I mean? It's just.
Yeah. Like if it was back in the day and you traveled, you would leave the house in the morning and be like, this is my travel day. I got to go to Cincinnati from West Virginia. I'll see you when I get back. If you need me, here's my office phone. Otherwise, I'll see you tonight. Versus like you text like, I made it, or I'm getting ready to leave, or I'll see you. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
The instant like connection.
Yeah. And the phones are the worst because like you just said, you expect me to respond immediately, which I don't.
I don't.
If you call me or you never call me, but if you text me during the day, there's many times that I'm going to call and I'm not responding.
I don't expect you. I was joking. I don't expect.
No, I know
you to
that,
like that.
But I'm just saying.
Sorry, I have a tickle.
I definitely don't.
Sorry.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's not good.
We're trying to podcast here.
I'm so sorry. I think my allergies, I don't know why I have allergies in August.
Menopause.
It probably is. I mean, we're not even going to
do people die from menopause? Do you know?
I could, some nights I feel like I'm going to.
You're not. You're going to make it. We're going to fight this. We're going to fight this together.
I am so sorry. If we don't get a new fan for our room, like within the next few days.
Are you crying?
Well, I have a tickle in my throat and I'm trying to suppress it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we had this oscillating fan. It stopped blowing out air. It just makes sound. So we thought we would get our purple box fan, which was a little bit better, but it still doesn't blow out enough air.
You only had it like on the lowest setting.
I need it to be like it's going to blow me out of the bed air.
You know what we can do?
Like, please turn this down a little bit.
You know what we can do? Here's what we can do.
Move to Alaska?
Turn up the fan on the purple box and then get that one black one out of the closet and put it on your nightstand.
I need one very close to me.
So you can get it blown there and the other one coming.
Well, I have the blue fan that's in the bathroom that I use for when I'm putting on makeup sometimes because I will be sweating as I'm putting on makeup, and that, ladies, does not go well.
It's so weird. You used to never sweat.
I used to always be so cold. Like Jeff would make fun of me like in July. I'd be like, I need a blanket. But and
used to run, like you'd run like 2 miles and then be like, why aren't you sweating? This is weird.
I mean,
you should be sweating. And now.
Yes. I have to have a fan everywhere. I have one at my desk at work and it goes off and on all day because I'll be sweating. I'll turn it on. Then I'm like, oh, that's enough. I'm a little chilly in there. It's just a big mess. And that's the way I am at night. Covers off. I'm burning up. Ooh, it's a little chilly. Covers on. No, I'm hot. No, I'm cold. What did we do to deserve this, ladies? What?
That's another podcast. We get you a list.
It is. Well, anyway, I just wanted to talk to you about social media.
I thought it was really cool. Yeah.
This good and bad. Some days I love it. Other days I'm like, I wish I didn't have this stuff.
Yeah. Well, we do. We have it.
And
we've got to embrace it because it's getting worse and better.
Right. Thank God I didn't.
That makes sense.
Grow up with it.
And it's compiling and things are getting more intense. We got AI now. Like,
gosh,
we don't even have to. I mean,
so creepy.
It's going to be so many things that that you don't have to work at.
It's just constantly evolving.
You know what I mean? Like you just literally, in my office in Cincinnati, we have awesome art through our office that we just did on AI.
It's crazy.
Literally said, give us this. Give us Cincinnati in a apocalyptic era, and it creates this whole cool freaking painting.
Well, you can get an app that will create like if it's an AI of your house. Like if you want to decorate it a certain way, you put your. I don't know if you take I don't have the app, but I don't know if you take a picture or put your room up, and it'll like if you want it like bohemian, it'll show you how to decorate your room.
Yeah.
I need that because
there's so much cool stuff. It's
there's cool stuff, but there's also freaky stuff.
We write articles for our LinkedIn, like because we pay for the AI, we get an advanced one. It's like, okay, let's do an article on medical malpractice insurance and the risks.
This sounds so sexy,
and it literally in 3 seconds.
It's crazy.
We'll write a phenomenal article and add artwork.
Wow.
In like under a minute.
But it takes, I love it, but at the same time, that takes away from like
people,
an actual person doing that.
Right.
Like it's good. And it's just like social media. It's good and it's bad.
It's just like emails. You won't be writing emails in the future.
Thank God.
You'll just it'll see what your first email started and it'll give you responses. And then you know what I mean?
It already kind of does that. When you respond to an email, you're like, if you have any, and then it'll say, you'll type, if you have any, and it just pre-thinks you're like, questions, please contact me. It already types that up for you. If you want it, you just push tab and it'll put it in there. It's crazy.
We're just going to be dumb idiots.
We already are.
Cheetos at our freaking keyboards.
Sounds amazing.
Watching our computer do the work.
Huh? Do I still get paid the same amount?
Probably not eventually.
I know, right?
They'll be like, oh yeah, you're out.
Yeah. Oh, well. That is what it is.
It is. Whatever.
That's the day we live in.
Well, this was fun.
It was. Thanks for chatting with me.
Yeah, you're welcome. You can pay me.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right.
Good night.
Goodbye.